Hello, everybody, and welcome to Midtown Malfunction.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Hey,
What up?
I'm Carson Taylor,
I'm Ryan Adams.
and we are back on the podcast, episode 8.
Is it?
8.
All right, cool. Episode. Man, that's almost 10.
2 months.
Jesus.
I know.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we do it. We do this shit for free.
Shout out to some of our biggest fans, Joe Afonso.
Hell yeah.
Joe Afonso.
What's What's funny is I was showing him one of my little notepad on my phone joke collection things, and I was showing him it because like when I open it, it says his name at the top because like the first joke that I wrote on that new page has his name at the beginning of it. And he was like, dude, at least spell my name right. And I was straight up like, no. You are Joe Alfonso to me. That's what I'm going to say.
I told him that if he made his name Joey Fonzo, it would still sound like Joe Afonso.
That's true.
Joey Fonzo.
But he will sound more like a mobster.
Yeah, I like it.
He could use, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
He could
lean
use
into it.
You should start getting on stage with a suit and a fedora.
Don't listen to us.
One time. Do it one time.
Don't listen to anything we say.
Yeah, just because we think it would be funny doesn't mean it would be a good idea to do for your comedy career.
Right?
There's been several things I've been like, it would entertain me if you did this, but I don't know if you want to be known as the guy that did that.
You don't, yeah, do you want to be the fedora suit comic? I know a couple of those guys. I've seen some fedora suit comics.
Thomas used to wear a fedora.
Yeah, but Thomas is the shit.
Yeah.
Thomas has his own vibe. Like when Thomas wears it honestly. I feel like other people are trying to be like a Jason Mraz type.
Oh,
you know
it's
what I mean?
for them the fedora is external, but for Thomas it's a part of his soul.
Exactly.
Like, he's soul bound.
Thomas is the fedora. The fedora is Thomas. Some of these other guys are trying to hide their bald spots and still bang 21-year-olds.
Look at that.
Just saying.
I'm just saying, what a strange thing to try to do to bang younger women. Wear a fedora, which is famously an old man's game.
Yeah, well, like
what happened there?
I love watching older guys flirt, and like we're getting close to being those guys. So make no mistake.
Look, the fact that we had to like consciously stop calling the women we're interested in girls, like girlfriend and stuff. It's just I don't know. It just sounds weird at this age to be attracted to girls.
Yeah,
like, dude,
that's true.
It's women now.
It's true. She is a woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like it's so funny when like older guys like try to hit on younger girls, but they don't know. It's literally the song "Hey 19" by Steely Dan. You ever heard that song?
No. I heard the title.
Yeah.
So.
Hey 19 is literally about a guy who's like in his 40s or whatever, late 30s, and he's like he's dating a 19-year-old, but she can't relate to anything he's talking about. And then there's one line where he goes, "Hey 19, that's Aretha Franklin."
Oh my God, dude!
To her who Aretha Franklin is.
Oh man,
you know,
and that's one of the hang-ups I always had, because I'd always, not that I don't know I'd ever be having this conversation with one of these people, but like I've always wondered that like people that date younger women and they're like older, what do y'all talk about? How do you do it? Because I don't know, man. I get annoyed sometimes talking to women my age, and like if there's nothing we can relate on, like nothing. You haven't seen any of the shows I've seen, none of the movies. You don't know about Soulja Boy. Man, we can't. I'm sorry, dude. We can't spend time together.
The way that I do it now is I'm always like 6 years younger than me is the lowest I'll go now. So it's like I'm 31, so I won't date anyone younger than 25, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm 32, 26, but I'll forever stop at 28. So when it hits 28, it doesn't matter if I'm 78. It's like, now I only try to date 28-year-olds.
Yeah, but like, I feel like once you are in that like era of your life, you'll be looking at people your age now like, what we gonna talk about? They don't know nothing about Steely Dan.
At that
Like
point,
a 28-year-old in 2050 definitely isn't gonna know shit about Steely Dan.
Here's the thing. At this point, I just want to be like, There Will Be Blood Rich at the end of that movie.
Okay.
And it's just like, go bowl in the bowling alley. That's like in my mansion, you know what I mean? And then every now and again, I just like, she watches Casablanca with me and pretends to like it. And
like, here's some Carson coins. Go down to the arcade.
Yeah, exactly.
And win yourself a soda pop.
That sounds fun. And if that's the life she wants.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, dude. Who wouldn't want to live in a Chuck E. Cheese with Nosferatu?
Well, now that sounds creepy. Now it sounds awful. Okay, we're talking about a 28-year-old woman, all right, who likes to bowl. I'm 31 and I like to bowl. Bowling is a recreational sport for all ages.
That's true.
I didn't say, oh, yeah, go play in the ball pit.
Get on the arcade machine.
Nosferatu and a Chuck E. Cheese. That's the name of this podcast.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Some people, I don't know. I don't want to sell anyone and what they want in our relationship short, because we always try to look down on those like dominant, submissive kind of relationships. And I mean, hey, man, maybe that's what some people want. And those two people found each other. And I'm over here hating because I don't understand their kink or some shit. So, look, if you want to be in a Chuck E. Cheese with Nosferatu, you go do that, 28-year-old woman.
You go do that.
Dude, have you ever had a woman criticize your love language? Or tell you what it is?
I remember when that love language bullshit first came out or whatever, or the first time that I had heard of it was like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And this girl, this woman.
Well, at the time it was a girl, probably.
Oh, I was 27 and she was 23 at the time.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Y'all men's and women's.
But I was 26 and she was 22. That's what it was. But anyway, she was reading that freaking book.
Yeah.
And all about it and asking me about my love languages. And I don't know if you know me, but these are probably the reasons why I'm not in a relationship, because I have no problem being like, that is stupid. Yeah. I don't know how. There's no give and take with me. I'm just like, certain things are just dumb, and I want no part of them.
I'm not a fan of anything that tries to put someone in a categorical box, so that anytime they do anything outside of that box, it's a problem or some kind of surprise, or I don't know you anymore. It's like, well, you didn't know me before. You just idealized me. Like, you put fucking borders around me, and then when I went outside the borders, you were like, how dare you? Those are your fucking borders. Anyway, I said that to say, I think that my love language is not telling you to get out of my sight. And that's where I'm going to leave it. If I'm willing to spend any time with you or give you the time of day at all, I might favor you, because there's a lot of people in this world that don't get that. So that's my love language.
You heard it right here.
Yeah.
Midtown Malfunction.
That is one of the things I jotted down, because he was like, oh, you should jot down some things you want to talk about on the podcast. I jot down love language.
Yeah, I didn't get to jot down anything yet. I think on the last episode, did we talk about my July 4th?
No. Dude, you got to tell this story on the podcast.
We didn't talk about this?
Dude, yeah.
We didn't talk about this on this episode?
Are you on this episode? No.
You sure?
If there was an episode after this, you might have.
No, this is the last episode that we did.
No, then it definitely was not on this one.
Okay.
This didn't happen. Was it July 4th? when that episode, because this was right after.
We record on Thursdays. This was recorded on the 3rd.
Yeah, it hadn't happened yet.
That was only a week ago?
This episode?
I'm so
or
confused.
The 4th was about a week ago.
Yeah, and that was when this was recorded, right?
Are you sure we didn't record an episode after this?
No, this was the last one. We recorded this on the 3rd.
Damn.
Because it got released on Friday.
Okay.
And Friday would have been the 11th.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get. Then there's no way you could have told that story.
Is that what you wore to open mic that night?
No,
You
I
didn't go to
changed.
open mic.
That Thursday, no.
The 3rd.
No.
Is that what you wore Thursday?
Yeah. Wait.
July 4th. 4th of July. Which this is being recorded on, what's today, the 13th? So, yeah. Damn, it's been a while. We haven't sat in here in a minute. It feels like we do this every day.
Yeah.
We do this once a week. Anyway, point is, July 4th, you stayed here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I went out to my buddy Curtis's, to his parents' house. All right, Curtis Joyner, shout out. He lives here in Mobile.
Yeah.
Funny guy, cool
he knows.
dude. Curtis, yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
But anyway, so went out to Curtis's parents' house, and we were hanging out, and everyone's chilling. People brought their kids. They're running around. There's a pool, or they were grilling chicken. Oh, the chicken, by the way, that Curtis made.
That was good.
Dude, he had it like soaking in like an Italian dressing and oregano and all this stuff or whatever. But then he took a spray bottle of apple juice, and while the chicken was cooking on the grill, he kept spraying it with apple juice. Incredible.
I've never heard of this.
It was delicious.
I'm going to have to try that.
It was amazing. Anyway, so I had the apple juice chicken, which was fantastic. And we shot fireworks for hours, and it was so much fun. All the, the Razzler Dazzlers, all the fireworks that exist out there. Joe Dirt, the scene, whatever he says. What is it?
I've never seen Joe Dirt.
Oh, you've never seen Joe Dirt? Great movie.
I don't do that America propaganda bullshit.
Yeah, no, that movie's hilarious. But anyway, afterwards, it was just me and Curtis hanging out in the pool, and he was like, man, I'm about to pack all this shit up. And I was like, cool, I'm going to head out of here. And I was like, I'm going to stop at Waffle House. So I leave, and I go to stop at the Waffle House. And as I'm about to turn to get to like where there's like a main road and then like a little service road on the side, and then the Waffle House is on the other side. So I'm turning to get on that little service road to take a right into the Waffle House. And right when I'm about to turn, dude, a car pulling out of the Waffle House was just pulling out, and this other car was speeding like crazy and just bam! Smashed right into the car pulling out of the Waffle House. Next thing you know, like the car that hit them, it like popped 2 of their tires, and they just took off. And they just go down the service road, and they're gunning it. And you just see the sparks like shooting from their rims from like the 2 tires that are busted. And I was like, holy shit. So I pull up real quick, and I'm going to check on the car that got hit to see if everybody's okay. And this homeless man just popped out of the darkness, like out of nowhere, dude. This is crazy old mangly white man, and he just popped out. He had like one of those mashed potato mouths.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like a meth mouth, where like there's like no teeth. You can see where their cheeks are sunken in.
Yes,
like that.
I've never heard it called a mashed potato mouth.
I always call it mashed
accurate.
potato mouth. But he popped out of the bush. He's like, "Go get that license plate. Follow that car, get that license plate." And I kind of looked at him at first. I was like, should I be listening to this guy? I don't even like, let me rationally think, is that a good idea? And I was like, fuck it. And then I just took off. And,
now, hold on. When Carson was first telling me this story, I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. All up until it got to this point, and I was like, oh, this is a different kind of story now. Carson has decided now to engage in vigilante justice. Like, wait, hold on. I was super interested now. Like, so it goes on.
Yeah, so now I take off and the car has been gone for like a minute or whatever. Like I can't see it anymore because down the service road, it's got the yellow and black arrows that tell you like the road's turning right. So he like turns to the trees, so I couldn't see him. So I start going, and then next thing you know, like I couldn't see him. I was like, fuck, where is he? Well, I saw some kind of debris that was like scattered on the road, so I started following that, and then there was no more debris. And then I was like, well, fuck. And then I noticed there was white lines on the road from where the rims were just scraping against the asphalt. So I just like chalk, dude. I just followed the white lines. And then I got to a turn, and they kind of disappeared for a second. And I was like, fuck. So I went right. And then I went down the road like a mile, and I was like, there's no more tracks. I was like, damn it, I think I went the wrong way. So I turned around and went back. And when I went back to where I turned and kept going straight, sure enough, there's the tracks were again.
Yes.
So I kept following him into this neighborhood to where there was a cul-de-sac. And he wasn't parked in the cul-de-sac, but he was parked like in the middle of the road. And so I like slowly went by him. As I was slowly going by him, I guess because he thought this was hilarious to me. I guess because the road was kind of tight and he thought I was going to hit him. He started honking at me. And I'm like, I'm not
hurt.
But he just actually hit somebody.
Yeah.
So I like slid out of the way. And then I went down to the cul-de-sac and I like started turning around and I turned my lights of my car off. And, I had my car going. I just turned my lights off. And then this old man, this neighbor came outside. First off, when I hit the cul-de-sac, every neighbor was standing in front of their fence. Like,
oh, shit. We got a scene, y'all.
Because that dude.
Scene number 2.
Because that dude was making so much noise sparking up the street with his rims when he turned in there. And he probably came in hella fast, too.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were probably already outside. Because it was the 4th.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
And this is like close to midnight. It was like 11:45 p.m.
Look, it's the 4th.
Yeah,
they're still out there popping shit.
And, but yeah, so then next thing you know, he's just sitting there kind of like 3 or 4 houses down. I have my lights off, and this old man comes outside, and he's like, what the hell's going on? And I was like, hey, I just saw that guy do a hit and run at the Waffle House. And he's like, the one all the way over there? And I was like, yeah, I followed him to over here. He was like, damn. And I was like, I think I should call the cops. And he was like, yeah, call them. And I was like, all right. So I called the cops. And then they like, it connected to my car phone, you know? So it's like fucking playing through the speakers. Loud. And I'm like, she's like, 911, what's your emergency? And I was just like, yeah, I just witnessed a hit and run at the Waffle House, and I followed the car to this cul-de-sac. And she's like, okay, what is your address? And as I'm like talking to the guy, he's trying to say the address, and we're talking at the same time, and then I start trying to say that, and then like as I'm trying to say his address to the lady, he's like, tell her that he stopped here. That he's like 3. It's not this address. He's like 3 houses. Like it's like 157. He's like down a couple of houses, and she's like, "Okay, sir, I need one person to talk." Like she's like getting upset, and so then I like tell her the address or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, but he's like 3 or 4 houses down away." Or
Hank Hill was trying to help you out.
Exactly.
3 houses down. Tell her it's not this address.
Mom, I think Dad has witnessed a hit and run. Cool, Dad's going to jail.
But anyway, so then fucking, the cops were like on the phone with me, and she's like, can you see what kind of car it is? And I was like, no. And she was like, okay, well, what's the license plate say? I'm like, I can't see the whole fucking car.
Yeah, how about you go get in this passenger seat and go? Yeah.
So then I'm like, man, I told you the address. I told you the street. Just come over here. He's obviously not driving. He can't fucking drive.
You will see him, I promise.
Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, well, I got to drive by this crazy asshole to fucking see this shit. So I start slowly driving by. I turn my lights back on. I'm driving by, and I'm like, all right, license plate. And I tell the license plate or whatever. And then I like let her know like what kind of license plate. Like I was like, it could be Alabama, but I think it might be Louisiana because it's white and blue, and I think they have a white and blue one.
The
So,
detective.
I gave her like full details on it and told her what kind of car it was and the color. And then I went back to the Waffle House, and there was like 2 ladies and a little kid. He was like 6 that were in the car that got hit, and the side of their car was like smashed. And one of the ladies was fine, and the little kid was completely fine. But one of the ladies was like holding her shoulder, like you could tell like she got hit on that side.
Yeah.
And it fucked her up. I mean, I think she was fine. I don't think she broke anything, but you could tell it probably bruised her up bad. And I was like, I got out of the car, and I was like, I got him. I got the car. I got the license plate. The cops are on the way. And they like hugged me. They were like, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. And it was like a nice moment, you know.
Hell
and
yeah.
then the lady with the lady that was driving, she was like, hold on, my husband's on the phone. Will you talk to him? And it was on speaker, and he was like, hello. And I was like, yeah, I got the guy. It's like I got his license plate and everything, you know, like it's good. Cops are on the way. And he was like, yeah, I'm following his rim tracks right now.
Let's
and I was
go.
like, oh shit.
The third act. Let's go.
And he was like, where was he at? I was like, he's in a cul-de-sac. And then the dude like pulls up to the cul-de-sac, and he's just yelling at the dude. He's like, hey, you just hit my fucking wife. And the dude's like, oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. He goes, yes, the fuck you did. And I was like, oh, shit. Dude. And then I just handed the phone back to the lady. I was like, all right, y'all have a good day.
Yeah, man.
And I got my all-star special for Waffle House with a coffee.
This was about Waffle House in the beginning.
Oh, dude.
Just so you know.
And I got to eat I felt like I got back in the car at the Waffle House, and it was like, dude, I swear to God, I felt like when I got in the car and I put my Waffle House, like that 80s, like 90s in the distant saxophone started playing, and I lowered the mirror to like show my eyes, and I put a cigarette in my mouth, and I looked, and it was like, just another day on the streets, justice. And it just starts like,
yeah, man. Like by day and night, he's working his day job. By night, you gotta roam the streets.
Roam the streets and do detective work out
Vigilante
here,
justice out here.
But then, that saxophone, I always describe it as like it's either detective, it's the double D sax. It's divorce or detective. It's like a guy in a 90s movie just got a divorce, or a detective is like the case isn't going great, and he's walking the streets, and it's like the camera's at an angle, and there's a big shadow of him on a wall, and there's like a blue light for some reason.
There's a light rain.
Yeah,
a little bit of a shower.
And the sax sounds like a guy is like in a tunnel in the distance.
Yeah, there may or may not be a voiceover happening. They might just give it to you raw like that and just let you feel the emotion. But sometimes they'll put like well, every now and then the case goes cold.
Yeah, it's basically Glenn Ross. It's basically that movie.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
It's a good one. It's Alec Baldwin and Al Pacino and a bunch of great actors.
Oh, an ensemble.
They all play like they're like car salesmen or insurance salesmen or something. And it's just all like set in one day where there's like a record. They have to try to sell whoever sells the most. And it is, for what I just explained to you, drama.
Oh, God.
Drama. Dude, there's Alec Baldwin. He like won an Oscar, I think. But he came in for 9-minute scene. He's only in the movie for 9 minutes. And he comes in to let them know about the company, like, competition or whatever. And he's like, you know the Coffees for Closers? That's from Glenn Ross. He's
okay.
Coffees for Closers. Because, like, a guy goes to get a cup of coffee. Coffee's for closers only, or whatever.
Damn.
And then this guy looks at me and goes, what's your name? He goes, fuck you. That's my name.
Damn, dude. Salesman. That reminds me of have you ever heard of a movie called The Goods?
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. The Hacienda Courts. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I tried to. Did I actually apply? Because I thought about being a car salesman for a little bit. Because I don't know. I never tap into my customer service. abilities because I don't know. And my personality doesn't allow me to be a shit swallower. I could be good at it if I didn't have that part of myself. But no, man, I think I could be a good salesman, but it feels evil to me. Like, I don't know.
I tried to do it. I was a broker for a year, and it was very fratty.
Yeah, I heard you were pretty good at it, though.
I was okay. I was not, like, crushing numbers. They had a lot of faith in me. Everybody really thought that I was going to, like, the people there were, like, really, like, thought that I was going to be there a while. At least it felt that way, which was cool. I mean, I like that. No matter where I go, it's kind of cool. Unless you're, like, in the KKK.
Yeah.
And, like, this guy's going to be, this is our Steph Curry. You're like,
this dude
like
hates everybody, dude. Oh, my God. You want to talk about the goats?
But
do you think there's a KKK goat conversation? Like they meet and then like talk about their actual. Was he in the Klan?
No, but he's like.
But they
without Hitler, is there? Oh well, no. The Klan was started way before. I'm thinking neo Nazis. Never mind.
Oh, that's true. That's true. No, but I'm thinking like they have their Klan meeting and they discuss their actual minutes, like their actual like business, and then like afterwards where they're like getting refreshments and all that at the water cooler. Do they ever think like, man, who was like the best to ever wear the hood? Like the best, most. I'm sorry. Never.
The best to ever wear the hood.
Yeah, his shit is like in the clubhouse, like hung up.
God damn.
No one will ever do it like him. He could tie a noose with one hand.
Oh, what the fuck?
He could do it.
That's funny. No, what were we talking about?
Nah, I don't remember.
Fuck, I don't remember either. We smoked
age,
weed.
man. No, it's not even the weed. It happens to me sober.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Well, also, we did just trip yesterday, too.
Oh, yeah. We did do that. My body had to recover.
Yeah.
I had to spend today on some purity shit. Drink nothing but water.
Oh, my God, dude. I tripped last night, and then, I was profusely sweating all fucking night, and then today at work I was chugging water. Like Jesus Christ! Like it'll be months before I do that again.
I know, right? Like it reminded me because I've been on this health, like the fitness thing for about a month or so, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna reward myself. I'll have a treat. So I did mushrooms with my friend and. I got sick like a couple of hours after eating it. I was like, oh God, my body hated that. And then like throughout, because the trip was nice, like it's always cool, but like the recovery the next day was like I still kind of have a headache and I don't know, my body aching and like just inhaling water. It's so much water. And I'm like, dude, this is why you shouldn't do stuff like this. Like, I feel so derailed right now, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I took Molly, and way later than they took their mushrooms, and man, it was nice. I didn't take enough to like have like a lot of anxiety. I just took enough that it was like I was tripping good, and I was feeling good, and the music was awesome, and. I put on like old Carlos Santana videos.
Ooh, yeah, you did.
And the one that I put on was beautiful, dude. All the stage lighting was pink. And he was like dressed in like a white turtleneck. Like a white turtleneck with like red pants. Mm-hmm. And he had the mustache and it was like short haired Carlos Santana. And it literally looked like they were on the Love Boat, like a cruise ship in the 70s.
It did look like a residency of some kind.
It was also, I was like, dude, babies were made.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful Hispanic babies were made that night.
They were talking that language.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was nice. But it is one of those eye-opening, like, your body really does prefer delayed gratification than what it used to. Like, anything that pleases me immediately will make me so ill in about 2 hours. Like, I'm starting to realize that.
Yeah.
Like my body rejects things pretty fast now.
Yeah, I've noticed that it takes longer to recover. Like when I would trip all the time in high school, it was like the next day, I was like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And now I trip and the next day I'm like, my shoulder hurts.
Could you imagine, dude? If we were just like ready to go again now? Nah.
I could.
No, I could not.
I honestly could, but I just like, I don't want to do it.
I woke up today and I was like, man, I gotta sweep the floor. Dude, I gotta do laundry. I gotta get my adult life back on track.
This is why I do like going to a 3-night run of a band. Like if I go see, like when I saw Fish at the Wharf 3 nights in a row, because I tripped all 3 nights and danced my ass off a total of like 10 hours. It's like, dude, I came back and I was like, I feel like I've like purged like every amino acid is like in my body or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to enjoy stuff like that less. Or like the enjoyment I get out of it isn't worth the price I know I'm going to have to pay. And I don't know, I think this is part of becoming old and boring, I guess what they call it. Well, from the outside.
I'm starting to enjoy, I still enjoy all those same things, but I enjoy them alone now. Like I like tripping alone. I like going to the movies alone. There's a lot of things that I've done alone in the past like year that I'm like, that's actually how I want to do that. That was nice. I enjoy that.
Yeah, I could feel that. I haven't been to the movies alone in a minute. I remember the last time I did it, I really enjoyed it. I think, what was it? Brooklyn's Finest? I know I saw that alone, but I don't think it was the last movie I saw alone. But that was a long time ago.
It was, I guess it has been a couple of years for me, because the last movie I saw alone, I think, was Licorice Pizza at the Crescent Theater. Okay. But then in 2019, I remember I went to the movies alone, and I saw Midsommar at like Sunday at like noon at Hollywood Theaters before it shut down.
Yeah.
And that, I was the only one in the entire theater for that movie. And that fucked that shit. There was one scene in that movie where when it happened, when the thing happened, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen Midsommar. Actually, I don't give a fuck. Spoiler.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
All right, I will say it. There is a thing that happened in that movie where I, out loud in the movie theater, went, "Oh, fuck!" Like alone.
That, and y'all can't see Mojo's reaction to that. Like, he was sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden he wasn't.
I literally out loud said that. It was like, I was not ready for it. It was awesome.
I gotta see it.
It was awesome. Dude, Ari Aster, who did Hereditary, Midsommar, fucking Beau is Afraid, and that new one that's coming out.
Oh, that new one.
What's it called? Something.
Is it
Encino Land? What is it?
No, Eddington.
Eddington. There it is. Encino Land.
No, it's got Pedro Pascal and Joaquin Phoenix in it, and it's like a pandemic era kind of political thing. It looks really, really good. I want to see that.
I was thinking about this today. I think, like, you know how like in the 90s there was like Tarantino, Spike Lee. They were kind of like the four, to me, like the leaders of like 90s film or whatever. Right now, I think those two guys are Ari Aster and Jordan Peele.
Okay.
I think they are like the two geniuses right now of our time as far as directors.
I really like Coogler.
Oh yeah,
he's doing shit right now. Like it's like everything he touches is like great.
But yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta see Sinners.
Yeah, man. I gotta just tie myself to a chair and catch up on movies.
Damn.
He wants some mic so bad. Get
out of here.
Down. Get out of here.
Woo. But oh man, we went to Wiggins, Mississippi.
We did do that.
We performed at the Post on the Pine.
It was a great time, man.
It was badass.
Would go back to Wiggins. It was fun.
So I'll set it up with that. I have been to Wiggins before. I think I maybe twice, but I know for a fact once. And this was about a year ago. Delicia Nicholas had booked me and Yasha Kuzman.
Shouts out to both of them.
Shouts out, but Yasha got a new heart.
This is true.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And the whole world celebrated, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our friend Yasha was having heart issues and had to be flown out to Nashville to Vanderbilt University and was been waiting for a heart for almost a month, if not a month. And
a heart.
Waiting for a heart.
Bro.
And he got it. Here was the craziest thing. This is how amazing technology has gotten. Think about this. Think about how much we take this for granted. I'm not saying Yasha. Yasha's probably the fucking
if anyone knows better than
Yasha's anything, he's like, I don't even want to talk to any of y'all. I just want to hug my wife and daughter.
Yeah.
And like, I'm cutting the world off for a minute. But no, fucking think about how amazing this is. Yasha posted on Facebook. He posted himself from his Facebook. Finally got accepted for a heart. Surgery tomorrow. Wish me luck. And I swear to God, 24 hours later, surgery was a success. Thanks, guys.
Like,
but we're like talking
he's
what?
saying this.
And I'm reading it from Nashville to Mobile. Like that, 24 hours, he has a new heart in him, and he's already messaging on something that I can read 7 hours away instantly.
Yep.
We take that sometimes.
That's what it's supposed to be. Not fucking what we could get into the AI shit, but if we haven't already, I'm sure we have at some point on the podcast, but like this is what it's supposed to be helping us. But whatever, man.
There was a guy. So there's a documentary that we should watch. I really want to show you. It's Werner Herzog. He did a Werner Herzog, whatever. Yeah. He did a documentary. I think it's called Lo and Behold, and it's the history of the internet.
Ooh.
And it goes from 1969 when the internet was invented to 2015. And so it's called Lo and Behold because the first ever message that was sent from a computer to another computer was from Stanford to UCLA, I believe. And the Stanford computer started typing. It was going to type in log. Yeah. And then the UCLA computer was going to send back in. And that was going to be the first ever message. But the Stanford computer typed in L. And they were on the phone with UCLA. And it's like, we got the L. We got the L. Then he typed in O. And then it's like, we got the O. And then when it typed in G, the whole thing malfunctioned and shut down. And so the first ever message type was low, as in lo and behold, this new creation. That's how like the documentary starts, basically.
Birth.
But it gets deep, dude. We're talking, this documentary came out in 2015. And they go to this college where they interview this guy that makes robots that play soccer, AI robots. He's like, the AI, they like run on their own now. And they just play soccer all day. And he said there's one that for some reason it's better than the other ones.
Okay, the goat conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
There's one that's better than the other ones, right? For some reason, and they can't figure it out. And then Werner Herzog, he looks at the student or whatever, and he's like, do you love robot number 8? And then the guy, like, he kind of smiles and goes, I do love robot number 8. And you're just like, wow. Wow. This was 10 years ago. He's definitely on some weird shit now. I don't want to kink shame. Weird shit to me, just because it's not a part of my life, doesn't mean that he's doing anything wrong by fucking soccer robots.
Is he fucking the robot? But does he mean like you have developed a parasocial relationship? Not even parasocial, because I mean, the robot's right there. But like, you see more in this robot than we playing soccer with a robot. This shit means something to you. I think that's what he meant. More than I find this robot sexually attractive. Like I don't know.
What if like for the robot, like a dildo's like a USB, like a drive? He just like sticks in and out a bunch and jump drive.
For some reason, he's just better at it than all the other robots. They don't know why. And then they ask the robot, like, "Do you love him?"
Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, so we went to Wiggins.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
And I have been to Wiggins before with Delicia and Yasha. And it was awesome. Wiggins rules. They only have one bar in the town. That's changing. But they have one bar in the town. And it's this awesome lady named, I believe, Latricia. But she just goes by Trisha, I think. Trish, maybe? I think it's Latricia. I don't want to say her last name.
Apologize, y'all. There's been something in my eye for like 5 minutes.
No, you're good, man.
Go ahead.
But anyway, we go to Post on Pine. It's in Wiggins, Mississippi, and it's an awesome fucking bar. And the street that it's on looks like it is from the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, it's just downhill.
Yeah,
it's just.
And all the buildings are like they look like they have not been touched since the 30s. Like they just are like have an old, just Americana look to them, and it's just a cool show. And it was a brick road, and it was like this is like just a nice, quaint little looking place,
Yeah.
And the crowd was awesome. It was like a nice mixed audience of people. It was like an older crowd. There was like one young guy in the back.
Yeah. And I don't know. Some of them were very they were very into me.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, he almost had like sex with 3 women.
Yeah, yeah, that happened. The only thing that stopped that was the fact that I rode there with y'all and we had to leave at some point. Because I remember I mentioned that, and one of them was like, "Hey, next time you come here, like, can you come like by yourself? Can you?" Yeah. I was like, "Oh, okay." So hey, if you're one of those people and you're watching this, help me get booked in Wiggins again, and we can make that happen.
We're going back to Wiggins.
going back to Wiggins.
But no, we had a fun time. The lady that owns that place is awesome.
She was cool.
Great supporter of comedy. Like she got on the. I don't know why I keep doing this. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. But no. Yeah, the lady that owns Post on Pine, super cool. She got on the mic beforehand because, we're all worried because it's kind of an older crowd. It's a small town in Mississippi, so you're like already like, oh yeah, Wiggins, Mississippi. I don't know if we said Mississippi, but
yeah.
In a small southern town with older people, you just don't know how dirty you really can be before they're just like not having it. You
get the Blues Brothers treatment.
Yeah,
they start throwing beer cans at you.
And so you got to lean into it, it's one of those things. It's like I test the waters, and then as soon as they bite a little bit, I just like rip the hook into their cheek, and I'm just like, well, now we're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got on the mic. She was like, well, we're gonna start the comedy show in 10 minutes. So if you're offended or easily offended, then that sucks, basically. And I was like, nice.
It was a nice opening to the show.
As soon as he said that, all 4 of us looked at each other and were like, sweet.
Yeah.
If the owner says it's cool, I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
Oh, man. You're the one that's going to be told to chill out.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so Wiggins is dope. They're on the rise. I think she's opening a taco and like daiquiri bar that she's going to be like a rooftop thing. Okay. She's really like turning the town around.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of her.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah,
she's got to get a monocle at some point.
I'm rooting for her.
Start wearing pantsuits.
I might be in love with her, dude.
Look,
she's awesome.
She is a really good looking woman.
She is.
Yeah, you could.
She's beautiful.
You should. Do we know her marital status? Did we figure any of that out?
I think she's single.
Single and focused and driven.
This is so unprofessional. I would never say this to her.
I'm trying to bring it back to being professional. Like I was like, oh, she's a professional, very driven. Yeah, focused on.
She's
that.
Cool.
I'm trying to help out. Oops. Oh. We also have the option to cut all this out if we want to.
That's true. I'm not cutting this out. No one's going to see this. Yeah. We're 47 minutes into episode 8 of the podcast. If she sees this, then we are meant to be together.
Mm-hmm. How are you going to shoot your shot and then try to bring it back? And it's like halfway in the air. Nah.
Oh, man. But yeah, our sets went great. The crowd was honest, you know. If they didn't like a joke, they were silent, and if they loved it, they were loud.
Man, it was a cool milestone for me because I did 30 minutes at Cedar Street, but while it went okay, and I thought, I don't know, it was pretty good. It was all right. I was like, I wish it was more polished. I wish, for one, I had my phone on the stool, which I don't know, I don't want to ever do for paid gigs, and I don't know. I just felt like it could use more polish, and I thought this time in Wiggins was getting closer to that because it was straight from memory. There wasn't really any like down like me trying to remember where I'm going next, like things where I don't know where things can get kind of awkward when you're doing a lot of time. But I don't know. I felt I was pleased with the progress from Cedar Street to Wiggins on doing longer sets. So, hey, bookers, if you want to book me for 30 minutes, I'm getting better at it.
I totally looked at my notes throughout my set.
Well, I noticed you were doing material that, because everybody knows Carson could just bust out 30 minutes, but like you were trying to incorporate newer shit.
I did do newer shit, and I did some jokes that I haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
Like the "aw yeah" Tism one.
Yeah,
I haven't done that
one in a minute.
I haven't done that in like a year. So it was like, I did look at my notes a few times to like, because also like when I do 30 minutes, I do like in the middle want to throw in some new stuff, and because some of it is so new, I'll forget the chunk in my head, and then I'll have to look and I'll like read one thing. I'm like, okay, that's right.
Yeah, there was a whole, when I actually looked at the set that I'd written down afterwards, there was a whole joke that I didn't do. And I was like, because I remember there was a point where I was like, how much time do I have left? And y'all were like 5 minutes. So I'm like, cool, that's plenty of time. And I'm like, that 5 minutes wouldn't have been there if you remembered this part.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the space was. But I don't know, it's getting there. But yeah, Deco and Nick did well.
Yes,
we all learned some things. Yep. We had a great time. Got paid.
Got pizza.
Got pizza, dude. They fed us. That was very nice.
They fed us. They paid us. The crowd tipped us. I mean, they were nice. Everyone was so nice too. Some lady asked us to come perform at her pool party.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Did we get her information?
No.
Because that's the only pool party I would go to. Because we talked about it in Wiggins while I was on stage, but I do not do water-related things like going to the beach or anything because I can't swim, none of that.
I just so bad wanted to do the boogie nights. He's like, he's Chinese.
Fuck.
Oh. But no, dude, Wiggins was awesome. Our next show that we got coming up is Friday the 18th. When this podcast comes out, we are going to be in Tallahassee, Florida.
We would tell you exactly where in Tallahassee, but we don't know.
Because it's Don't Tell Comedy.
Yeah.
And it should be a fun time. Tech Johnson is going to be the host.
Shouts out to Tech Johnson.
He's the one that books it. That's all I can tell you.
He did a show last night in Pensacola with BTB Comedy. I'm sure that... Adam and... who else was on that show? Adam and Matt were on that show. So I'm hoping that show went well. I did not get to see it. I was tripping. And unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, they were at the last BTB.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sure it went well. It was sold out.
Word?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think Justin Stagner's show that Zeke's on coming up at Club 27 is sold out. They just added extra seating.
Look at that.
Gulf Coast Comedy is on the rise. On the rise.
Yeah, man. Why move?
Right?
Let's build some shit here.
Hey.
All right.
Dude.
So you got to stop. You must stop. Get out of here.
Stop biting me. My God.
Everybody say goodbye to Mojo.
Say goodbye to Mojo. And honestly, say goodbye to us. I think that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, man.
That was a good episode.
Getting antsy.
My name is Carson Taylor.
I've been Ryan Adams. I'll continue to be Ryan Adams after this, too.
Peace out.
Bye.